Hello, world of YouTube and Planet Poke. It's your boy, B2J135, coming back at you with another Pokemon Black 2, White 2 Showdown Wi-Fi battle. Normally I do the Smogon Wi-Fi battles, but we don't have any. I haven't been within the means of doing any Wi-Fi battles, so I decided to do Showdown instead. PokemonShowdown.com. Link will be in the description for that as well. But as you can see here, we got an RU match against some guy named TychoC. I'm not sure. Taicho. Isn't that Japanese for teacher or something? Taicho. I can't remember. But yeah, we had a good battle here. And like I said, RU being one of my favorite tiers. NU is now my favorite tier because it's just so great. And I used to love the heck out of NU in Gen 4. And now I'm in love with it again in Gen 5. So, but RU was right behind there. So I decided to go ahead and get it in there. And now, as you can see here, on the other end is where I will be. And he's going to be on the passenger side, I guess you could say. You know, normally how the trainer would be. But I'm seen as the opponent, even though this is my replay. So I got Galvantula, I got a Clefable, Medicham, Sandslash, Slowking, and Seviper. A lot of S's there. And then on his end he has a Mesprit, Garbodor, Girder, Ferroseed, Dusk Noir, Druddigan, and Kabutops. So he's got a pretty offensive balanced team. We both have pretty offensive but balanced teams at the same time. So kind of a lot of luck was in this battle, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get it started. He leads off with his Ferroseed there as he begins to thinking he was going to set up, but I was okay. I'm like, he probably thinks I have the Fire Blast, but I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave as he brings in his Druddigan. Now I switch out and bring in my Sandslash here, and I go for the Stealth Rock as he brings in his Dusk Noir and goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't think he predicted me to switch, so it was okay for me to get Slowking to get burned when I switched it out, because I knew he was going to go for Will-O-Wisp, so I was like, okay, what's the perfect candidate to get Will-O-Wisp? Slowking will do, because I don't use any physical moves. I go for the Scald, and I honestly thought he was gonna. I was almost certain he was gonna switch out, but I didn't think he was gonna bring in Druddigan. So he goes for the Dragon Tail and reveals to me he's one of those Druddigans, you know, Dragon Tail, probably sub, you know. So I go for the Aerial Ace as he Dragon Tails out my Edward Scissorsmon, my Scyther, and now he reveals he has Rest. I'm like, oh, you're one of them. You're a Rest Sleep Talk, Dragon Tail, Thunder Wave, something like that. Well, it might not have Thunder Wave, but something. So he reveals that to me as I go for the +2. I didn't know he had Sleep Talk when I did +2, but now I know. So he reveals that, and he has the Rocky Helmet, so it's a really annoying set there. He goes for the Sleep Talk as I go for the High Jump Kick, and he gets Rest, so that's perfect for me. So I switch out into Blissey, aka Clefable, as he goes and switches into Dusk Noir. Now, I can't do anything to this Dusk Noir. The only thing Blissey has is Seismic Toss. And he actually switches out into his Girder, probably predicting me to stay in, which I do stay in, and I actually go for the Wish. And I'm like, you know what, let me take a chance to see if I can get this Wish. Maybe he'll go for Boca, but he doesn't. He goes for Thunder Punch and takes out my Medicham, so there's a chance there. But I still have a chance to take out his Girder. So I actually go for the +2 here. I go for the Roost here. I thought I'd go for the Swords Dance, but now he goes. I'm faster than obviously, and it's asleep, so I just go for the Aerial Ace. I know I'm going to take a Rocky Helmet, but whatever, doesn't matter. Now he brings in his Ferroseed, and I'm like, okay, Ferroseed doesn't have anything really besides Thunder Wave that can probably deal with me. So he goes for Gyro Ball, just like I said, not really anything that can deal with Scizor. And I do have the Brick Break, so that's actually what I go for. But I do go for the Roost just to make sure anything else happens. And I actually went for another just +2 just to make sure I can take out his whole team now, but I was kind of ballsy, so I didn't get it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for the Brick Break and take him out. So that's that, and now he brings in his Kabutops, and I don't want to deal with any, you know, stone edges or anything. He actually missed, and I could have went for Brick Break, but I might have also got paralyzed, so I think that was a good play to switch out into Blissey. And I go for the Heal Bell just to make sure Scyther is, you know, able to outspeed other things. And he gets a crit on the Ice Punch. I'm glad that's all he got was a crit and not the freeze, because that really would have sucked. But I switch out into Slowking. Probably predicted me to switch into Scyther, but he goes for the Drain Punch, so I don't think he predicted at all. He probably predicted me to stay in and go for the Protect. But I do go into Slowking here, and he goes for another Thunder Punch, and judging by how much that does, I'm like, okay, Slowking could probably take 2. I just want to see how much this Side Shock did, and it really didn't do a whole lot. But it could probably come in handy later, so I decided to keep Slowking in and go for the Thunder Wave, because I wasn't sure. Maybe he would switch, maybe not, because you know Guts. But he did switch, so I did make a good predict there, and he brought in Mesprit, so that's perfect. And now his Mesprit goes for Sub, and I'm thinking Sub Calm Mind probably. So let me just go ahead and go for the Seismic Toss, see if I can break that before he gets a chance to Calm Mind. And he got it anyway, so this sucks. Now I gotta deal with that, so I gotta figure out how to get rid of this thing. So I actually keep going for the Seismic Toss to see how much damage I would do. And he does have the Side Shock indeed for Blissey or anything other that's especially defensive. And I did a heck of a lot of damage, so I was like, you know what, let me not stay in. I mean, let me just go ahead and get a wish, because if I can heal Scyther, I'm already faster than it, and to get a +2, that's perfectly fine with me. So I do bring in Scyther. He actually switches out into his Dust Noir as I go for the +2. Actually, I go for the Aerial Ace, not the +2, because I was thinking, okay, maybe he wouldn't switch out. Maybe he'd just stay in and just let this thing die. But wishful thinking. So actually now I go for the +2. I probably predicted a Will-O-Wisp. I was hoping for it to miss, Will-O-Miss, but it didn't. He actually hit me. So I was like, okay, that's okay though. He hasn't shown anything that can take out Scyther though, except for Ice Punch. And I was like, oh, and it was a crit. So I'm holding the Eviolite, so I could take 1, especially from a Dust Noir, but the crit really mattered. And the burn, that was the end of Scyther. So I was like, oh no, I'm losing my heavy hitters. I only have a couple left. So I decided to bring out my Choice Specs, Javantula here, and go for the Thunder with the Compound Eyes. Makes it nearly 100% accuracy. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, so he basically reveals all of his moves, and I'm like, oh no. So he's got Shadow Sneak, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Will-O-Wisp. So it's like, oh jeez. So that's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Slowking, because this is basically my last line of defense for his team. There's not much else I can really do here. I did get a chance to take out his Dust Noir, which is a big issue. But because of this Calm Mind, even if I go for a Scald, it's not going to do enough damage, and it's already paralyzed. So I was thinking, you know what, let me just go ahead and get the Regenerator boost and bring in Blonic and go for the X Scissors. He does get the Side Shock, but Blonic is very defensive. It's Impish, and it's got maximum HP. So I can take that easily, even from a +1. So I go for the X Scissors, and he actually goes for the Ice Beam, because I am not specially defensive. I can't take that, especially for Peliso and Mesprit. So my last line of defense, once again, Slowking, and at this point I'm like, dang, this is it. This is going to be the game. So I just go for the Side Shock, because, like I said, defensive would do more damage. And I was just hoping, I'm like, okay, maybe I could come back. Maybe he can miss Stone Edge or whatever he's going to do. He gets the Stone Edge. It's not a crit, very lucky for me, and I go for the Scald, and I was like, please let me get the burn. Yes! So even if he does go for another Stone Edge and he doesn't get the crit, I can definitely live that. So I go for the Slack Off now, and he does miss. I was like, oh yes! I can do this. I can probably come back now. So I go for the Slack Off, get nearly all my HP back. It's actually finished off by the burn. I'm like, this is perfect. All I need to do is Side Shock, and that's good. So now he goes for the Thunder Punch. I was thinking maybe I should go for Thunder Wave, but I'm like, no, I can probably deal with this, especially with the leftovers and everything. So I go for another Side Shock as he goes for another Thunder Punch. And like I said, with that 8 HP left, good game. Side Shock ends it, and what a comeback. So I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Good game. TychoC with the Bruno avatar there, and I got the old man Kane in the hat. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I like his avatar. But yeah, good game, TychoC, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And there's going to be more videos, more Wi-Fi battles, more Showdown videos, and just a lot more great stuff from me in the Planet Poke. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to thumbs up, leave a like, leave comments. I love reading you guys' comments, and I will talk to you guys later. B2J135 signing out. Deuces.